Have you ever stared into a glass of water and felt like it was watching you? Listening? This isn't just a strange thought. It's the beginning of one of science's most haunting and controversial mysteries, the theory of water's memory, a concept so bizarre, it threatens to rewrite everything we think we know about the very fabric of reality. So, pour yourself a glass, and let's dive into the story of the ghost in the glass. Our journey begins not in a modern laboratory, but in the dimly lit apothecaries of the 18th century. This is the birthplace of homeopathy, a practice built on a radical idea, that water, even when a substance is diluted out of it, until not a single molecule remains, somehow remembers the properties of what it once contained. For mainstream science, this was, and still is, pure pseudoscience. How can water remember something that isn't there? Defies the fundamental laws of chemistry. Yet for centuries, millions of people have sworn by its effects, creating a deep and persistent rift between belief and scientific proof. The idea was dismissed as folklore, a medical ghost story. But ghost stories have a way of coming back to haunt us, and haunt us it did. Fast forward 200 years to 1988. The scientific community was shaken by a bombshell publication in one of the world's most prestigious journals. Nature *. Dr. Jacques Benveniste, a respected French immunologist, claimed he had experimental proof. His paper suggested that water could retain the biological signature of antibodies, even after they were diluted to the point of complete absence. It was as if the water held a phantom imprint, a memory of the molecule. The reaction was explosive. The media dubbed it water memory, and the world was captivated. True, it would change medicine, physics, and our understanding of information itself. Right. But the scientific world demands one thing above all: replication. Labs across the globe scrambled to repeat Benveniste's experiment, and one by one, they failed. Nature even sent a team, including a professional magician, to his lab to investigate. They ultimately declared his results a delusion, a product of poor experimental design. Dr. Benveniste's career was shattered, and he was widely ridiculed. Water memory was cast out of mainstream science, labeled a cautionary tale of self-deception. But the question, the unsettling possibility, refused to die. Decades passed. Science evolved. Armed with technology Benveniste could only dream of, a new generation of researchers cautiously returned to the mystery. They weren't looking for homeopathic cures, but for a deeper understanding of water itself. We often think of H2O as simple, but it's one of the most anomalous substances on Earth. Using powerful simulations and advanced imaging, scientists began to explore strange quantum phenomena. Could water molecules organize themselves into complex, stable structures called clathrates? Could these structures, like tiny crystalline cages, trap and store energetic information? Theories of quantum coherence suggest that water molecules might not just be a random jumble, but can behave collectively like a synchronized dance. Could this dance be encoding information? These are no longer just philosophical questions. They are at the cutting edge of physics and chemistry. Today, the vast majority of scientists remain deeply skeptical of water memory in the way Benveniste described it. The burden of proof is immense, and extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. The scientific method is designed to protect us from wishful thinking, and so far, water memory hasn't passed the test. Yet, a small but persistent group of researchers argues that we might be looking in the wrong way, asking the wrong questions. Perhaps the memory isn't chemical but vibrational, a subtle energetic frequency that our current tools just can't detect. They believe we're on the verge of a paradigm shift, missing a fundamental property of the most common substance on our planet. So where does that leave us? With a profound and beautiful mystery. We are made of water. Our planet is covered by it. It is the witness to all of history, flowing through every living thing that has ever existed. If water truly does hold a memory, what stories could it tell? What echoes of the past does it carry? Perhaps the next time you take a drink, you're not just quenching your thirst. You're consuming a library of information, a history written in a language we are only just beginning to learn how to hear. The ghost in the glass is still waiting to be understood. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive. If you enjoyed exploring this mystery, please hit that like button and subscribe for more journeys into the unknown. We'll see you in the next one.